also known as Emmy Cosplay on Instagram, and I do a lot of cosplay and crafting. And recently I've been doing a lot of embroidery and other just smaller cute projects. And I figured, since I'm doing the projects anyways, I might as well start filming them and making them into videos if anyone wanted to watch them. So today, I'm starting a project that I've been planning for a while because as you might be able to tell here, I love frogs. Too much, probably. And I've been meaning to wear an outfit that I can wear to cons or fairs that show off my love for them. My rightful love of them. And so to do that, I've been wanting to make a frog cape, which is basically just a cape where the hood has frog eyes on top of them. It's gonna be so good. And to do that, I bought some fabric. However, before I cut into this fabric, I should probably make a pattern. Alright, so what I did was put out some pattern paper, and on that I drew a circle with a small circle in the middle and then a triangle cut out of the circle. And this is basically the basic shape of my cape. It's a circle with a circle in the center for my head. I used some weird measurements to get those lengths that I needed. Basically, you could just use a circle skirt calculator instead of doing the math like I'm doing. In fact, you probably shouldn't do the math, and it was really wrong in the beginning, which is why there's an extra circle on there, because I accidentally tripled the numbers somehow. So just don't do that. But yes, just a circle with a circle in the center, and I just cut that out of the piece of paper. And done. Sorry for the change in lighting. I can't control the sun. Also sorry for the sound. But yeah, that's the pattern. I know it looks a little funny in paper, but I think in fabric it's gonna fold much nicer. Now to do the hood, I don't really have any plan. I might just go with a rectangle and see what happens. Maybe I'll add some curve to the edge of it and we'll see, but like, I just want it to be big and fun. So we'll probably just cut to footage of that happening, somehow materializing. Anyways, after that, the next part that I need to do is do a mock-up. Now normally, I hate doing mock-ups. They are the bane of my existence. They suck. But in this case, the fabric was on clearance, which means if I mess this up, I can't get any more of it. So I need to make sure the pattern is okay. And to do that, I'll do a mock-up. If you don't know what a mock-up is, it's basically just doing your clothes, but in a cheaper pattern to make sure in cheaper fabric to make sure the pattern is okay. God, I don't want to do it. Anyways, I'm gonna do that. Next time you'll see me, I'll have probably done that. So I accidentally lost some footage, unfortunately, and I was able to regain some of it, as you saw in the earlier clip, but not this stuff. Basically, all I did was trace around the piece of fabric pattern that I used onto the fabric. It's some really cheap fabric. What you see here is me then ironing that fabric because I needed to do that after I cut it out. I also just freehand traced some hood pattern on there. It didn't really work out, as you'll see later, and honestly I recommend you just use a hood pattern, but I just did something. It ends up working out alright at the end, but not initially. So don't do that. Don't do what I did. Anyways, I ironed it, and then I clipped all of it together, and then I sewed it on my sewing machine. Alright, so I finished the hood specifically. Not the entire cape yet, just the hood, but there's some things I want to change on it. Let me put it on real quick so you can see. From the front, it looks pretty cute. Forgive the hat. Bad hair day, you know. Also, no makeup. I'm too lazy right now. So I finished it, the mock-up of it, and it's alright. However, I don't know if you can see it. It's a little tall, but I've actually already drawn a line. Don't know if you can see it here, right here, where I want it to end instead. Here, let me just show you on a mannequin head. The beautiful Miss, I haven't given her a name yet. Comment down below, I guess. Name my beautiful, creepy mannequin head. But if I put this on her, you can really see how long it is and how I've just made it a lot shorter. So I'm gonna go sew that and then we'll check back in, I think. Hi. Hi. Welcome to my floor. It's beautiful down here. Figured you guys might want a new angle. And I also wanted to show you just how messy everything is. I'm not good at cleaning up after I do each step, so that's gonna be fun to deal with. But I also went ahead and got the cape sewn onto the hood. And I messed a little bit with the hood pattern. And as you can see, hopefully, here in a second, I'm a lot happier with this shape than I was with the other one. I think this shape is kind of cute. You can kind of see the light through this fabric. This fabric is pretty shitty, but yeah. I think this shape is a lot better. I think putting on some eyes over here, maybe I want to take down this a little bit, but otherwise, I'm a lot happier with this. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably cut this out of the real fabric. Maybe I'll film it, maybe I won't. It's kind of same as what I've already done. So yeah, when I next check in, I'll hopefully have my real fabric. Hello, I'm back to check in. It's good. Didn't film it because I didn't feel like it, but I got this stuff, the cape itself, cut out of the real fabric because I was pretty happy with that. As for the hood, I was always considering doing a lining, but I wasn't completely sure. But I think with the way that the hood laid on me, I think I need a lining. And so I'm just trying to figure out exactly how I want to do the lining, whether I want to do the lining smaller than the hood or I want to do them flat lined and just, yeah. Yeah, how do you do a hood with a lining? That is a different beast. So that's why I only have the cape. However, I just want to show you, it's really cute. And the outfit that I'm wearing doesn't match at all, but imagine me in like a fantasy-esque like corset or like, yeah, just a Ren Fair outfit. It's pretty nice, it's squishy. It's really, really soft. I don't know if you can tell which type of fabric it is. Here, let me try and show you a little better. It's like a fleece. I don't know what that's called, and maybe like a fleece in English. Yeah, I think so, fleece. Could you hear my very ugly first language? Let's not talk about that. But yeah, I think it's pretty cute. I like how it's falling on me. It's pretty warm too, which is nice, but also might be kind of iffy. I think I live in a very cold place, so I think this is fine for the Ren Fairs. Most of the Ren Fairs are in fall, so it might be nice to wear this. I might not need to wear a jacket. Yeah, I like how it's falling. I might want to cut up front a little shorter, or pull back a little bit like this. But I kind of like actually that it's kind of hanging like a poncho almost. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. So during the voiceover, you should hopefully see me trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing with the hood. But the check-in so far has been nice, yeah.
I went ahead and used the hood itself from my mock-up as my pattern for the real deal since I modified it so heavily. So I basically just put it on the green fabric and then traced around it and then cut it out. And I did the same thing with the purple fabric. It's not really that complicated, but I'm just cutting them out for now. And honestly, I think I'll just let you watch the time lapse with some nice music in the background.
both sides of the green hood cut out and both sides of the lining cut out. But now I have to do the hard part, which is deciding how I'm gonna sew the lining to the hood. And I can't really figure out whether to sew them like this piece to this piece and then this piece to this piece, or if I sew these two together and then these two together and then those two together. And I don't know what would be better. Okay, I think I'll try one before. I think I'll try doing this to this and then these two to each other first, because I'm scared that my sewing machine will not be able to sew through 4 layers. And if I do it like this, it only has to do that in one place instead of more. So I think I'll try that. And if it doesn't work, I'll do it the other way, and I guess you'll see that in the voiceover. Crush your fingers for my needles, and yes, I should probably point out the elephant in the room, which is the glasses. I went to my doctor, and my doctor was like, try wearing glasses. So I went to an optometrist, and the optometrist was like, yes, try wearing glasses. So I'm wearing glasses, okay? Also, I'm going to an event later. Can you guess who I'm going as? It's perfect with the glasses, I guess. Yay! But I don't want to hear any comments about me looking like a librarian. I know. It's my desired aesthetic, so that's okay. Anyways, voiceover.
Here you see me just clipping the green to the green and then the pink to the pink, and then afterwards I will just be sewing them together like that, only across 2 out of the 4 sides. I think it's 4. It's not quite a side. It's not like a square, but like, yeah, I'll say 4 sides. So 2 out of the 4 sides I am sewing together. This is also where I had to decide which side was going to be the lining and which side was going to be the outside. And I decided for the fuzzier side to be on the inside so that the pretty side was on the outside. You'll hear me talking more about that later. But yes, I'm just clipping them together and then sewing them together, and then stopping before sewing the pink to the green.
Alright, new background over here. My sewing machine is right here. You're just seeing the other side of my table. It's beautiful. Yes, normally you see from over there, now you see the window. Sorry for the bad background, I should probably turn off my sewing machine too. I just finished sewing the hood here together and the lining to itself. And I think, since the bottom here is gonna get sewn onto the cape, I think I can leave this open to turn them. And since I want this to be the inside and I'm gonna turn them, I think the way that I'm supposed to put it together is turn this one inside out and then put them right sides together like this, so that when I flip it, it's gonna turn outside and then this is gonna become the inside like that. I think. Listen, sometimes sewing is math and sometimes it's logic. My logic is not always sound, but we'll see if it's sound this time. If not, I suppose you'll see me back here after I rage quit. Or after I have to seam rip all of it. Guess I have to decide if I want to just do a basting stitch to make sure it's real. Maybe I should just clip them together and see if this works real quick, actually. I think I'll do that on camera. Just not talk and put it in fast forward. You'll see me do some work while I'm on camera. Prove that it's me doing it. Alright, one side pinned. Let's pin the other side. Alright, it's pinned together. So this is how I would have sewn it together. The bottom is open. Let's see if my theory is correct, that this is how I was supposed to do it. And then, yeah, I think it is. Yes, yes, yes. Then you put it on, you line this, it becomes lining that's maybe a little big. But yeah, alright. That does seem about right. Maybe I'll cut just the edge of the lining here off. But yes, that seems to be correct. Like this, right? It's a little wobbly because the clips are still in here and it's not sewn together everywhere, so there's like holes. But yes, this seems to be correct. Let's see, if I do it like this, will the lining fit in? I think it will. I think it'll be okay. I might cut just a centimeter off the purple lining and just make that a little bit smaller. I think that's a good chance. Yes. But otherwise, yes, my logic was correct. Inside no seams, outside no ugly seams. And then bottom is open, but that will be fixed when we put it on the cape. So yes, it worked.
I'm just sewing the lining to the hood, and honestly, it was pretty simple. I think I'll just let you watch the time lapse until we get to something important.
Alright, so you might have heard in the background I had on a podcast, that's what I usually do when I sew. I have to now sew over 4 layers of fabric, so we'll do this together and see if it works. If I can't do this, I can't sew over the 5 layers I'll need to do when I put the cape on, which I'm a little worried about anyways. So this is kind of a precursor to that, just moving the clips out of the way. So let's see if we can do this. Alrighty, slowly. Yes, okay. Alright. It sewed through it. It did make some noise. Don't know if you could hear it, but you probably could. Let's be real. Might even have to turn it down. But it definitely sewed through it, so that's a good thing on that. I guess that makes me more relieved for the 5 layers. Hopefully that'll go okay. Hopefully. We'll see. Anyways, I'll check back in later. Alright, quick check-in again, still same angle, but this time I guess you can see my background. Quality be damned, I suppose. I don't want to move it. Hood. It's a lot less bunchy now, since I sewed it instead of having the clips there. I think I'm okay with this. It's a little rough around your neck, but I think I can live with that. Also, I'm planning to hand sew the ears on, so don't actually know how I'm gonna do that. I should have probably done that before sewing these two together, so maybe I will have to unpick this again. Should have thought about that earlier. Oh well. Hood is on. Shape is pretty decent. It's round. I like it. I think it's nice. It's very warm. And then laid down, it looks like this. Yeah, I think that's pretty decent. I just gotta put that on the cape itself and then make some ears and maybe a little mouth and some blushies. That could be kind of cute. And then we're done. Oh, and I gotta put on a closure as well. And then we're done. So I'm gonna do that, and I suppose I'll check in if there's any problems. I think I can hand sew it from the top, so I won't have to unpick the hood. Yes, we're gonna say I can do that, and if not, I suppose you'll see me when I'm mad and angry with a seam ripper in my hand on the check-in. So moving to voiceover. I lied when I said I had to sew. First I have to actually press it, so come watch me do that instead. I can, in fact, press and iron this fabric. This is the little mark that comes with the fabric. And it shows what you're able to do with it. So like you wash it, but on a cold wash. You can't color it. You can wash it on a drying machine and stuff like that. But the most important thing here is the 1 on the iron. It means that you can put your iron on the lowest setting here. The 1 dot here. I don't know if you can see it that well. They have like dots in them. So you put it on the dot and the temperature should be okay. Also, since it's polyester, you probably don't need to use steam at all. So my steam I should put to 0. That's the setting you're gonna wanna use. That's how you read these things, by the way. They show you basically what you can do. They also show you like how much it's gonna shrink and that you should wash it separately the first time. You should always wash your fabric before you use it. Yeah. And yes, this is polyester, but I'm planning on wearing this for many years to come and not throwing it away. So, it's also the only type of like fleece form fabric I can wear since I cannot wear wool. Anyways, I'm gonna press it on my pressing ham since it needs to be pressed round, not flat. We're gonna use the pressing ham here to make sure we don't press creases into it. So I'm gonna do that on camera while you guys watch. Hopefully the thing is okay. Maybe I can you can see my very sad garden that isn't actually mine because I live in an apartment. But we have an outdoor space, so that's something. Anyways, ironing. Alright, I did it. Here if you want to see me put it on. It certainly looks a lot cleaner like this, I will say. Yeah, this is a lot cleaner. I'm happy I did that, even though it was kind of annoying. It's a lot nicer here on the edges. Anyways, one final look outside. Freedom. It's beautiful. It's actually pretty nice weather. It's not raining. It's still kind of winter here in Scandinavia, which is why it's been getting dark so early in the videos. It's not that I've been up all night, which sometimes I am anyways, but not this time. Have an excuse. Anyways, I will go hopefully be able to sew through 5 layers of fabric without breaking a needle. And you'll see me back with the more or less finished cape. Alright, so I just noticed, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers, but only on the edges. Everything else is obviously 3 layers. So hopefully I'll be able to do this. Pray for me and my sewing machine and my needles. We'll see. Let me pin this on and then we'll do this together. Just the first part, the rest can be voiceover, I suppose. So let me just quickly pin this together. Alright, it's pinned. It has a lot of pins because there's a lot of layers and they don't want to line up. That's okay. I kind of expected that. I gotta sew this now. So, I think we'll all just take the first part here together and we'll see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't die. Hopefully I can actually get it under my foot. Oh my god. Hit it. Stay down there. Alright. I might have to sew it with the foot up. If you don't know what that means, it's basically where you're sewing with this thing up instead of down. But that's a little harder, so I'm gonna try normally first. Pray for me. Alright. Yeah, no, it's not working. I will have to sew foot up a little bit before Okay. I think I can put my foot down now. I think I got them together mostly. I will probably have to do that on every seam, but we'll see. I guess I'll check back in when I get to another seam. Alright, I'm at the middle seam. Let's see if the sewing machine can do this. I did it! It got a little misaligned, but I think it'll be okay. We'll see in the finished product. But I got over it, so that's good. Back to voiceover, I guess, or maybe just relaxing classical music, or I don't know. Dramatic classical music? I don't know. We'll see. Whatever I feel like in the edit. Alrighty. Last part. Let's see if we can do this. Come on! Yeah! And then back. Oh, it's not happy. Alright, finish it. Alright. I think that went pretty painless. Let me check. Yes. You can see it did want to slip out a little bit. It's a little uneven. I don't know how well you can tell on camera. It's a little uneven, but I think this should be the cape. See if I can put it on correctly here. Like so. And hood. Yeah. Alright, let me give you a video of me while I'm standing. One sec. Alright. Yes. Okay. That is certainly a cape. You can certainly see the seam on here a little bit, in here a little bit, but I think with the closure, yeah. I will need to, the edges here, I do need to flip them and seam them, hem them, but that I'm gonna do off camera because that's boring. Sorry guys, hemming is boring. Might need to press this one more time, but like, yeah, that is a frog cape. Does it look good from the back? Could you hear what I said when my back was turned? I would say that is a success. Yeah, maybe I'll be able to finish the cape today or tomorrow. And then, I guess I'll do an outfit reveal. I'm not completely done with the rest of the outfit, but parts of it are done, and the rest I'll just use my closet for, I suppose. I'd say this is pretty successful. Yes. On to voiceover. Actually, before I do the voiceover, I wanted to show you the cape. One second here. From a different angle. And on my mannequin. This is obviously with the hood down. But yeah, I think it looks pretty decent. This is, by the way, part of the outfit. I've made the corset myself. I'm pretty proud of it. And I soldered this myself with some jewelry making, hence the small imperfections. But yes, the chain goes all the way down. So it's gonna be like a steampunk frog, I suppose. dress underneath has nothing to do with it. It's just the only thing I had to put underneath. But yeah, it's coming together. I am a little annoyed that you can see the seam in here. The reason I didn't finish the seam, by the way, is because like this fabric doesn't really fray unless I really pull at it. So it doesn't really need to be finished, but it is a little less professional. So maybe I'll just figure something out. Maybe I'll take some bias tape and like cover it, but I don't think so. We'll see. If any of you have any ideas, please tell me. And yes, I do in fact need to hem it like this. I'm not putting a lining on the cape because I don't want it to be too hot, and I like it being a little more flowy. You can see the cape, the hood here, not as flowy as the cape, so I wanted it to be flowy. But I will have to like hem it. I don't know if I'm gonna double fold it or single fold it, since again it is stretch fabric and it's not gonna fray, but we'll see. We'll see. If I'm feeling lazy, I'll do one, and otherwise I'll do the other. But yes, beautiful.
Alright, so here I'm just cutting the ribbon that I want to use for the closure of the cape. I'm cutting it in half, and then to stop it from fraying, I'm burning it with fire. Yes, fire. It looked pretty cool, so I thought I would film it. Honestly, I probably should have been wearing a respirator or mask here, and I wasn't, so don't do that. If you're doing this, wear a mask, wear protection, be safe. I didn't because I'm a doodle. But yes, I'm burning it to stop it from fraying, and I can do that because it's a synthetic fabric, which means it melts when it's heated up like plastic does, because it is plastic. It did catch fire a little bit, which means there is some natural fibers in there, but it did end up melting at the end, and it looked pretty cool. After that, I just hand stitched it on with some green thread, and the green thread was, how do I say this without swearing? It was bad. It kept disintegrating, but I think it'll do the job for now, and if it ever falls off, I'll just stitch it back on. So
Alrighty, I got the ribbon sewn on. I think it's pretty cute. If you're hearing a noise, it's my fridge, so sorry, but the outfit's pretty cute. I think this goes pretty well with the gold detailing down here. I think it's pretty cohesive, hopefully. I can't really tell if the pink here goes with everything else, but I guess I'll be wearing it with the hood up mostly, so you will mostly see the other colors, but I guess it's also going to be around my head. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do we think the pink is annoying? Also, it's not laying as prettily. I still need to like press it. I did end up doing a double, so like it's rolled. Don't know if you can tell. But basically, it's not gonna fray. So that much is nice. Last thing I need to do is put the eyes on here, on the hood. See if you can hood. Maybe I'll put some cute rosy cheeks on and a mouth, and then like eyes, mouth. But we'll see about that. But I think I'll also do that off camera. So that means the next thing you're gonna see is probably gonna be the reveal. So let's go. Let's do some kind of cool transition. Yeah. I'm back. I hope you enjoyed that video. cute. Look, I'm wearing the hood. I'm wearing it. Yeah. Also, sorry for my hair. I just now came home from the photo shoot with my friend. It was really cool. Their links will be in the description. But I biked to and from the shoot, so my hair is a bit of a mess. But that's okay. My makeup mostly survived. I think I did a pretty good job with the makeup. I guess I could have gone a little further, but maybe I'll touch that up in Photoshop. We'll see. But yeah. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please consider subscribing. I'll probably be posting more videos. I'm working on some really cool big projects that will be coming soon, and also the rest of the outfit. If you watched it all the way through, I feel like you'll like the other stuff that I make. I'm working on some really big and really cool things. Maybe I'll do some updates on some of my old things as well. We'll see. You can also comment if you have any specific things you want me to make or hear about, some tutorials or something. But yeah, that's the video. I don't know why you're still here. There's not much else to the video. I don't know how to end